let's get into this final game of the triple header on Saturday. It was OL Reign versus Washington Spirit. Washington Spirit running away with the result in this one, 2-0 over one of the most top form teams in the league right now. But Washington Spirit pumped the brakes and they said, hold on. You mean us, Sandra. You mean Washington Spirit. We're the hottest team in the league right now. Picking up another win, getting up all these results. Washington Spirit 2-0 goals from Taylor Elmer and Ashley Hatch. Bangers. This was billed as the meeting of two of the top Golden Boot contenders in Ashley Hatch and Bethany Balser. Bethany Balser breaking the deadlock there. It was a three-way tie at one point, but no longer. She's sitting at the top right now with 10 goals.
Ashley Hatch, yes, at the top, Golden Boot, 10 goals for her. This game, this was a fun one. I was a little nervous at first. We got the injury reports for Washington Spirit. Andy Sullivan listed as questionable heading into this match. And sometimes questionable doesn't really mean much when it comes to game time. Courtney Peterson, questionable for Orlando. We saw good minutes out of her and good play out of her. Andy Sullivan, questionable and not on the roster for this match. She didn't get the start. She wasn't on the substitute list. So maybe that has to do with the FIFA window coming up. Maybe really injured. Not quite sure the full story there. But because of that, Taylor Ulmer gets the start for Washington Spirit. She slides into that midfield unit. And it pays off. Chris Ward's got to be pretty happy with himself there because Ulmer gets the goal. This is huge. Her first NWSL start.
First NWSL goal.
First NWSL start. First NWSL goal. Andy Sullivan, who? I'm just kidding. Andy Sullivan, you're fantastic. But it's true. You look at things like that, and that's a player that knows how to take advantage of the opportunity that she's given and prove that she deserves to be on the field. I really liked the play from Ulmer. She was all over the pitch. She did a nice job in the midfield, breaking up plays defensively. This goal was also pretty great too. Trinity Rodman is just doing a great job. Yeah. Great job this season. This was great. It cross comes in for Washington. It bounces around the box and Ulmer gets a nice little volley. She kind of just redirects this ball back towards the back post, but it's a looping volley and gets in behind OL Reign. But Trinity Rodman, just fantastic. I think this pissed off OL Reign, the fact that Washington Spirit could play this well against them. They looked a little pissed off, which was
on their turf, man. They were playing angry a little bit.
It's fun to watch a team that's pissed off because they want to win. They deserve to win with players like Fishlock and Rapinoe, Rose Lavelle, Liz Holmer. They're doing all the things right.
A lot of yellows in this one. Like it was just like a
lot of yellows.
It just sort of felt like, and I hate to do this, but I'm gonna, because it's where we are right now, Lisa. But it just sort of felt like a little bit of a playoff preview, possibly. It just felt that way, watching these two teams go head to head. But it wasn't. It was just a regular season picture. Washington Spirit doing their job and picking up all 3 points and getting the 2 goals. And it's just again, it's just like another match that has these certain moments happening within it. That is just, I think, just another testament to this season and what it is and what it means. I mean, we're this late into the season where teams are still competing for playoff spots with 2 weeks remaining, where a player like Taylor Elmer can come on and score her first NWSL professional goal. Yeah. Like that could still happen in this late in the season. Whereas a lot of times many clubs in the past competing in this time of the year are like their starting lineups are set, like this is who they're rolling with. These are the players that you probably are going to be used to seeing, heading into these type of match day scenarios. So it's just, I think it's just another one of these things that we can point to and say like, this is what this 21 season is about here.
Yes. And when you looked at the stats for this match, OL Reign had 24 crosses. Washington had 9 throughout this game. So OL Reign just pissed off and upset throughout this game. They wanted to win. So 22nd goal, Washington gets on the board first. And then right around the hour mark is when Ashley Hatch scores just a banger of a goal. Her 10th goal of the season takes her into first place for the Golden Boot race. This shot was from distance for Hatch, which we know she can do, but we haven't seen it that much because she's been getting herself in and around the 6-yard box to finish a lot of her goals, or they're on breakaways. And this was an opportunity for Hatch to say, I can do it. I can make those runs in behind, and I can be quick and do little slotted passes past opposing teams' goalkeepers. I can also be in the right place at the right time and get on the end of crosses, or I can also just rip a banger from the top of the 18. Like, heck yeah, Ashley Hatch. I love that. And Washington, actually, they almost had a third goal. Huge kudos to Jess Fishlock. This is what I mean when I say that Noelle Rain was pissed off. This was Jess Fishlock sprinting back as Washington is a man-up opportunity. Sanchez, I believe, Ashley Sanchez picks off the ball in the midfield, finds Rodman, who almost scored this one. It gets past Buadi, goalkeeper for Noelle Rain, and here comes Jess Fishlock sliding in to save this ball about 3 inches away from being a goal. This was it. And Noelle Rain, they were knocking on the door throughout this match. They had good shots, good opportunities. Aubrey Bledsoe had a really good game, and a lot of yellow cards, like you said, Sandra. And I think Trinity Rodman got her 4th, which is fine for now, but dangerous because Washington plays on the 31st, I believe, Halloween. And if she gets her 5th yellow card, she will be out for the first round of the playoffs, which is a big loss for Washington. So she's got to be careful.
It's a dangerous scenario. Yeah.
It is a very, very dangerous scenario. And if you are Houston Dash and you know you're playing against Washington, that's what you want to do. You want to pick on Trinity Rodman because she's a younger, hot-headed player that can get feisty during these matches and force her to get that yellow card. That's where I'm thinking. I'm already at these games that these teams are playing in their head because you know they are.
I'm sure it's not just you. I'm sure in the film rooms this week, those are things that are going to be looked at for sure, because that's the other thing about this type of stuff is that with these final few games remaining, it's against teams that are going head to head. And these can be potential playoff matchups as well that we're seeing, so these are all things I'm sure that they're going to be taking a look at. But yeah, huge points for Washington Spirit. Another big result for them. 4 matches in 10 days, picking up results left and right. The Spirit absolutely going on a complete tear, all things considered. Well, we're talking about things happening off the pitch, potentially impacting clubs and their play. The Spirit look to sort of be re-energized as they're out there sort of competing for each other for these results. So very, very impressive. And like you said, I think maybe one of those games that will stick with the Rain for a little bit.